The value of respect is, in many instances, well understated when it comes to interpersonal relationships. Not only that, but there are also times where one can misrepresent what respect means to them, and this can put off a lot of people around them. Respect, in the simplest of terms, is the regard for someone else's feelings, wishes, traditions, and so on. In this video, we will be discussing how you can gain and command respect to woo the woman of your dreams. You might think, getting respect from someone, it couldn't be that hard. Well, it may be hard for some, but nevertheless, there are still ways where you can be able to gain respect from anyone, including the love of your life. Before we proceed with the video, please do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more tips and tricks on being a high-value man. Here are a few ways to cultivate respect and make the woman you admire love you back. Number 1. Have some self-respect. First and foremost, it will be wise to look inward. It is hard to gain respect from others when you cannot find it in you to respect yourself. When you lack the ability to respect yourself, you project this inability to other people, and they might start treating you the way you treat yourself. Respect your inner peace, your own goals, your self-image, before allowing others to look at you the way you look at yourself. Get rid of all the insecurities you have. Remember that you are not perfect, but the journey towards perfection and being better is a manifestation of your inner sense of self-respect. What will other people think about someone who doesn't prioritize their health? Who lets himself to be eaten by insecurities? It's your job, firstly, to establish that aura of respect by commanding it from within. Number 2. Be upfront. The most terrible mistake a man can do when it comes to communicating with women is to beat around the bush just to appease her emotions. Being indirect with everything you say can lead to a growing atmosphere of untrustworthiness. This also tells her that you don't respect her enough to tell her the truth about things. Be upfront about what you feel, what you see in her, and so on. She would rather tell you the truth than lie to her. Gain her respect by being truthful yet insightful, critical but nurturing, and blunt but loving. You don't want to eat at a specific restaurant she wants to try because you don't find the food great? Then tell her immediately rather than pretend that you like eating there. This will only cause harm to your communication. Sure, not everyone can immediately adjust to someone who is upfront, but know that setting boundaries is fine, especially in a romantic relationship. It may be an annoyance at first, but she will eventually grow to understand this and might even respect you for it. Number 3. Be assertive. A key factor in commanding respect is the ability to stand up for yourself when the situation calls for it. This signals to her that you are strong enough to not only speak up for yourself, but also for her too when the time comes. Standing up for yourself doesn't mean just being defensive. It also means establishing boundaries, speaking up about issues in the relationship, and so on. A great way to show assertiveness is making decisions with her. Don't immediately argue about things. Rather, talk about them first, and always with a tone of understanding. Tell her why you don't want to do this, or you will rather do that. But always keep your mind open when she speaks too. Stand your ground when she attempts to be antagonistic towards you and make her understand that you will not allow yourself to be pushed around. This is a great example of the first point of having self-respect. Number 4. Avoid being needy. It's tempting to derive all emotional support from one person, especially within the context of a romantic relationship. It's very natural. After all, emotions are what keep relationships alive. But there is such thing as being too needy about support. This is harmful as it places unbearable pressure on the person you are deriving support from. It will feel like you are leeching off her, and she might just grow tired of it in the long run. Women are very good at detecting needy men, and they usually push men away the instant they sense that feeling. Extremely needy people tend to become jealous, very desperate, and in the process, slowly lose their self-esteem. Avoid looking for validation from her. Find that validation from within and you will have nothing to lose. Recognizing your worth is a sign of self-respect, and a man who has self-respect commands self-respect from others. Number 5. Find a job. What can be a more striking image of a man who commands respect than one who has a stable source of income? Someone who can pay their bills on time, pay for luxuries on their own, and even buy gifts for their partner. That's right. Commanding respect is as easy as finding a job. It doesn't have to be a high-paying one, nor does it need to be honorable. Just finding and landing a job in any kind of setting will show her that you are willing to work for yourself. Jobs are hard to come by these days, and don't let that keep you down. There is always a job for someone somewhere, and it might not be the one we want, but it can still help us in our growth. There is a common misunderstanding that women only want high-paying jobs for their partners. But this is not the case for many. Some stay with their low-wage partners not because they are stuck, but because they understand the struggle of their partner working hard. As they say, nothing is more honest than an honest day's work. So go out there and look for a job, and it can be at your local supermarket, or that mom and pop shop by the park, or you can try your luck with a huge corporation. It doesn't matter where you land a job, what matters is you are working for your future. And that is something that earns esteem amongst everyone. Number 6. Ensure that your actions speak louder than words. This is simply a follow-up on being upfront and needs no further explanation at all. Promises made are promises that must be kept. There is no skirting around this. To earn respect, you have to keep your word. If you tell your partner you're going to the cinema together, then go. If you promise that you will join her on an event somewhere 2 hours away, then show up. Never break your promises. Of course, there are unavoidable situations such as illness or a family member's death, where it's excusable to not show up. But if you can go out of your way to be there for her when you told her that you would, then go. This tells her that you respect her, and if she sees this, she'll know to respect you too. Number 7. Respect her. The last point is undoubtedly obvious, but this is where people usually misunderstand the phrase respecting her. When you do things for her, is it out of respect for her, or do you want something in return? Doing things and demanding something in exchange is not respect and is insincere. There is a saying that goes, respect is not demanded, it is earned. So you have to work your way to that sweet reward of being respected. Do not force her to respect you. This is where respecting her comes in. Understand that she is her own person, and she can decide without you. The only thing that you have to do in this situation is to be sincere about your actions and respect her wishes. Do what you can do not to lose sight of self-respect, and she will slowly start respecting you. And a relationship where both parties respect each other wholeheartedly will go on for a long time. And there you have it, a few ways where you can earn respect from others, but most especially from that special someone. Remember, forcing others to respect you will only lead to you valuing yourself less and less. If you can only force other people to see your value, then what value is there to see? Build yourself up first before trying to command respect. Slowly work on being better, and things will work out for you in the end. Because after all, who else do you have but yourself? You can do it. Don't rush. Take things slow, and all will fall into place. If you found this video helpful, then please don't hesitate to share this video to a friend in need. Find your worth, friend. See you in the next video.